Hello and welcome back to SMT5. Behind us is a fight which I believe was originally DLC, but isn't DLC in this game, it was part of the base game. So, we're gonna go and do it, and we'll see how difficult it is. I'm also gonna need to try and find the way in. I believe this demon is gonna use dark and maybe fire, at which point I was kind of looking at it and thinking, we kind of have a team that's already able to cope with that pretty easily, so we should be pretty good to do this fight. I think this fight should be potentially one of the easier fights for us that we have remaining for us, so let's see. Someone is talking with a demon. You sense a dangerous power from the demon. Go closer? Yeah, okay. I've finally found you, Mephisto.
Why, hello.
It's been some time, Dr. Suichi Nita. I'm glad to see you got my message.
Huh?
Never mind that. Where is it? Is it true that you have what I'm looking for here? A producer of artificial life, a proto-human. I traveled to Germany and studied under a famous professor just to learn about it. But then he passed away. In my old age, I couldn't complete his research, and that's when you showed up.
This is true.
Indeed, I struck a deal with you. I would return your youth for as long as it took for you to achieve your goal. But no matter how many proto-fiends I created, its heart was never human. I want to create a proto-human, complete with a human heart. But Mephisto, if you've called me here again, it must mean my wish has become a reality, yes? So where is it? Don't fret, Doctor. You'll get what you want. In fact, it has just arrived.
Hey!
That's a proto-fiend from the Japanese branch, fused with a human?
This is true.
Precisely, a proto-fiend fused with the soul of a human. A perfect being. Ha! A human and an artificial body joined in a perfect union. Is the power of creation finally within the grasp of humanity? Haha, that it is. By placing a real human soul in an artificial body, a true proto-human has been created. Of course, this level of power now rivals that of God. And I'd failed so many times, why now? A mortal is no different from a demon. It isn't difficult to create a being without a soul. However, to go from a mortal to a human, a soul is required. Harnessing the power of God is no easy task. That is why it was necessary to prepare the soul in a different manner.
Huh?
I see, so that's why. A soul that even God cannot create. That's why I couldn't find the answer. But as time has passed, the goddess of fortune smiled upon you, Doctor. Thanks to your creation of the perfect proto-fiend, it has attracted a matching soul.
This is true.
Lucky you, Dr. Soichi Nita. He has granted your desire to see a proto-human. The dream I staked my life on at long last. Beautiful, you are absolutely beautiful. Likewise, I'm glad to see that my efforts to help you have also paid off. Now then, since your desire has been fulfilled, I expect you will fulfill your end of the contract in turn.
Huh?
The contract? Oh yes, the price was your soul, and now I shall be paid in full.
Hey.
We cannot allow this. The mission is to take the Doctor back with us. Silence, you synthetic filth. Your soul seems usable as well. I shall take that too. Alright. Well, Sus versus Mephisto. Let's start with Queen's Decree, which did crit. Although, in our new world, we don't need it to crit, but that's okay. I'm gonna go for a crit here. Gonna follow that up with Bowl. Which, I just want to check something here. Okay, so he blocks physical normally. That's interesting to know. Spy Scope. Okay, weak to light, blocks physical, fire, little physical, although his strength and his magic's a little bit subpar. Okay. I think I remember someone saying when we started this playthrough that they managed to do this fight really, really early, which must mean that his weakness to light allows him to be killed by light attacks. So, interesting. Might be worth us throwing in a light attack. Anyway, Queen's Decree. No crit. Okay, that's fine. Hit. Konohana, we're going to do buff number 1. We're going to swap out Zhao Gongjin. Although I shouldn't have done my crit on our turn. I should have swapped out earlier. Ow. That's okay. That's fine. That's also fine. Not the end of the world would be how I'd describe that. Okay. Got a crit. Nice. Change Zhao for Tao. Not just because it rhymes, but because she's one of our best light users who isn't weak to dark.
Let's go.
Right. Konohana, this is a bowl situation. Tao. Hit with light. It's horrible. That is absolutely horrible. I need to heal. Luckily, you have a heal, so we'll use that. Luster Candy for a buff is not great for us. That's really bad. Luckily, it didn't kill. This can only kill Konohana, I think. Although, it wasn't that far off killing us. Alright, Queen's Decree. That's horrible. Well, I need it to crit, so let's crit. Let's follow that up with a full buff. And I'm aiming for a light attack. Nice. Concentrate. Hoping that we get the Magatsuhi boost. Yeah, perfect. So we'll get crits next turn. Hey, Tal blocks it. As long as this doesn't crit, we're fine. Okay. Ow. Not ideal. We're gonna change in Cleopatra? No, it's weak to dark. Who has light moves? You have a light move. You're not really who we're looking for. We have a lot of misses, so we really need someone with light moves and who is actually yours in the right order. Who's actually accurate enough to use them. Do we have anyone else with a light move? No. Oh no, there we go. You're not weak to dark, so you might have to do. Your agility is also really good. And his light attacks do more damage based on the light skill potentials of allies, which will be pretty high because we have Tao. Okay. Shrosha, welcome to the party. I'm going to just use that. I'm going to tank the fact that we don't have Bull on it. The reason I'm going to use that is because I want to get the buff on Shrosha as soon as possible. Let's do that. Followed by this. You can do whatever you like. Shield of God might not be the worst idea. I'm gonna use a revival bead on Agrat, just so she'll get full XP. Konohana, this is a perfect turn to use gold. That's annoying, but didn't end up being that bad. Okay. Okay. That could have been a lot worse. Okay, go for crit. You're now going to remove that negative. So we're going to use a curative cattail on Tao. Tao is going to follow that up with a light attack, which is then going to be followed up with a light attack. You can now do whatever you want to do, so we'll do a Murakumo. Full heal. He's going to have to use Luster Candy at the start of his turn. Do I hit him with a light attack? I think I do, yeah. I could have hit him with Matarunda, but I don't think it would have done anything. Okay, didn't use Luster Candy. That's okay. That can only... No, that can't kill anyone. Okay. I think I do want to go for crits this turn. Yeah, although it's going to be a little awkward. Do I want to go for crits this turn? No, it's too awkward to do crits. Because I need to use Curative Cattail on you. At which point we're losing the main benefit of going for crits. Maybe I just do an Omnipotent Succession at some point. You have to pass your turn, I think. Yeah. Yeah, you have to pass. Because otherwise... otherwise we don't get wrapped around to Tal, and that's an acceptable loss. Although if Tal misses, we're in big trouble. But she didn't, so that's fine. Right. I could do Omnipotent Succession Murakumo. Yeah, I don't think that's the right answer here. And then you have to heal. Right. Luster Candy only puts you up to level 1. It's not the end of the world. Nice. Perfect. This is the turn to do crits on. This is a perfect turn to do crits on. Right. We might even kill on this turn if we hit everything. I mean, we're going to do a lot of damage. That does 600, but this is what I'm thinking is going to do a lot. Yeah. I'll set a bowl on you. Hit. Okay, so we're not going to kill on this turn. But we're definitely going to get, like, a long way into your health bar. Where are we? You know what? Actually, just guard. That's a much better use of your turn. Because keeping you alive is so valuable. That's annoying. That can't kill Tal. Konohana guarded, would have died without the guard. Okay, using Magatsuhi. What you likely should do on your Magatsuhi turn. Mudobarian. You're going to use Mudobarian. Yeah, that's almost certain. Either that or it's going to be Stagnant Air, but I think it's Mudobarian. Okay, so if you're going to use Mudobarian, then I want to do guard. Yeah, Tal. Guard, Tal's heal. Because she's immune. Let's see, Mudobarian. Yeah, okay. It's guarded except for the person who blocked it. Oh, it still killed Konohana? That's annoying. That's very annoying. Okay. Well, give yourself another turn. Revival beads onto Konohana. Pass. Light attack. Change in Konohana. And Konohana has to heal. Yeah. Just a straight heal with nothing else on it. Stagnant Air, so that lowers our accuracy, not the end of the world. Also applied Mirage successfully to everybody. Please go for Tal. Went for us, well we can at least tank a hit. Next attack empowers and pierces. Okay, that's annoying. Pass. Amrita Shower. I can use, well, no, I can't use Bowl this turn. Is there anything else I could use? I mean, I could use Bowl, I'm just not getting back right to Tal. I also don't have enough MP to do that. Okay. Well, I have enough MP to do Bowl and Mediarama. Uh-huh. I think that's my move. Bowl, pass, hit with light, go for the kill. If it doesn't work, then I do medium heal. Omnipotent Murakumo. Yeah, it's the kill. Okay. Not too bad. Konohana leveled up. Got nothing, apart from, you know, stats, which is still worth quite a lot. The enemy has been dealt with. We should take the doctor and head back. What? Dr. Suichi Nita suddenly aged and expired.
What?
He couldn't prolong his life anymore. Yes, it seemed he'd lost the power he'd received from Mephisto. I suggest we head back and report this. There's something on the ground where Mephisto disappeared. You obtained the Dark Contract. Alright, which I'm assuming allows you to summon Mephisto. Alright, let's Leyline Crossing. This one must have been in the Diet building. which is actually in a separate list, despite definitely being in Minato. I wonder if there's a reason why it's a separate list. There must have been a reason initially. I mean, I guess the diet building is probably separate for loading reasons. That'd be my guess. That's probably a reason for a lot of the level design in this game. Welcome back. Did you find Dr. Nita? You reported on what happened in the search for Dr. Nita. I see, so Dr. Nita is dead then. Ah, the doctor was born before the war, so Mephisto must have been keeping him young. He just returned to his proper age. We couldn't bring him back alive, but thanks to you we've avoided a worst case scenario. The higher-ups feared that the protophene technology would be leaked.
What?
So it seemed the doctor's life was irrelevant, even though he contributed so much to the organization. It would seem that things turned out alright this time. You have nothing to worry about. We got a health bomb. Nice. And a lot of XP. Trosha leveled up. Cool. Fenrir leveled up. Dion Macule leveled up and got an immunity to didn't get the immunity to ice actually, but did get ambrosia. Lilith leveled up and gets high force pleroma. Nice. Take this and remember that you submit to no one. And Rita Shower, thank you. As payment for your work, I'll register Mephisto's data to the virtual trainer. With this, you can engage in virtual battles with Mephisto. I'll send word to have you cleared, so speak with my superior if you want to give it a try.
Speaking of which...
Oh, by the way, that dark contract is probably a totem. If you give that to me, I can analyze the power sealed inside and reconstruct it as a demon for you. I can only do it once, though. Alright. Thank you. If you need a demon, just go speak to my superior.
Goodbye.
Alright, I should be able to get... Or I should get back to work. Alright, is this superior the person who's downstairs? Hello?
Yes?
Right, request demonic allies? Mephisto. Yeah.
Goodbye.
Cool. That's weird in the way that they did that, but I assume it's something to do with the fact it was previously DLC. There's Mephisto, but more importantly, there's Mephisto. Okay, so Compounded Calamity. While in the active party, increase damage for all allies when striking weaknesses of foes that have ailments. Okay. It also has a lot less things. Walpurgisnacht is a pretty good ability with a +9 on his potential for it. Severe Dark Attack, pretty much just the perfect Dark Attacker. Like, that's what you want. Okay, so, more accurately, Mephistopheles is one of the princes of hell, and his name means he who loves not the light. He is commonly known as the demon that's summoned by George Faust. Other than Satan himself, he is the most feared commander in hell. However, he despises having fallen into hell and hates any and all humans who have been granted salvation. He is rather knowledgeable in the realms of astronomy, astrology, and meteorology, in addition to being a skilled illusionist who can manipulate all 5 senses. Alright, what does he learn? So he learns Luster Candy, which is not that good. Macajamon and Impalus Animus. So he's pretty, much just a, dark attacker, unless you give him more, right? He feels like he's basically nothing unless you choose to give him that extra little boost. Which you might want to, right? I mean, he does have +9 dark skill potential and a unique dark move, which, kind of makes him pretty good. Anyway, what have we got left to do? So this is there. Oh yeah, I also decided what I might do with this. I was kind of 50-50 in terms of what I was thinking about doing. I think what we're going to do is we're going to level up to 99, then do the main quest. As in, I think we're going to push as much as we can, and each step of the way do as much as we can before we end the game. And if we find the end of the game to be too easy, or significantly missing the point, we might roll it back to the save 20 and do it again. But yeah, I think that we want to try and do everything, and doing everything, it's easier to do everything if we do it just kind of as it gives it to us. So do this one before progressing too much further, so on and so forth. I think that seems easier, but we'll see. Right, so we need to go and demonstrate our power to Marisi, or go and defeat Dagda. Defeating Dagda does mean that we have to change our build, but we could do it. We should also probably try that Marisi thing. I suspect we're probably strong enough. Like, mostly we're pretty strong. We only have, like, a few odd weaknesses here and there. But mostly we're pretty alright with what we're doing. Right, let's do a recovery. Heal all. Right, let's do the Marisi thing first. Oh, also, we still have the fight to do, not that one. Although we do have that one to do eventually. Oh yeah, we also have the Egypt fight to do. That's true. I'm just double checking actually on these now that we don't have anything new. Yeah, so that's 87, that one. Taito. Yeah, we have the Marisi fight. Yeah. But we also have the virtual trainer fight to do with this guy. The new one. Let me just have a look at the virtual trainer. So it's consecutive. It's not Shinagawa. It's not Minato, not Shinagawa B. Shinjuku? No. Oh, it's Taito battles B. Yeah, Zeus, Beelzebub, Abdel. We could try it. I kind of forget what they do, but I don't think this is going to be too bad for us. Let's try it. Yeah, you know what? I'll do a save and then we'll try it. Yeah, this would at least get us good XP if we can beat it. So let's do it. Consecutive. Other options. This one. Original mode. Right. I just noticed it does also tell you if it's unbeaten or not, which is useful. All right. Oh yeah, we know what they're weak to because we've already. Yeah, because we've beaten them once. It'll tell us. Okay. So it starts us with full Magatsu, or Magatsuhi, so we should just do it. Who do we want to kill first? Zeus, right? Because Zeus has Pantaspain and all sorts of other stuff that's annoying. Yeah. Oh yeah, also is our party good for this right now? Okay, we need an immunity to electricity. I can make that happen. Right, let's start with Queen's Decree, because we already started critting. Follow up with a Murakumo. Hole. I'm going to do a Pandemonic Crush. Nice. Queen's Decree. Murakumo. Sakuya Sakura. So, is an argument I should have swapped previously, and then we're going to swap you out for somebody who's immune to electricity. Could be Odin, which would immediately end their turns as well. I think that's worth putting in, actually. Yeah, Odin. I think he's going to be exactly who we need for this fight. Nice. That's fine. Okay. Queen's Decree. No crit. Okay. We go down no crit protocol, which is skipping Odin's turn. Yeah. Fish for a crit. Got one. Murakumo. And then Sakura. Sakura. Yeah, let's do that. Well, that's a reflect, so immediately that's the end of your turn. Agrat, fish for a crit. Nice, we got it. Follow up with a crit. Follow up with a bowl. Odin. What do we want to do for you? We could guarantee a crit, which is actually valuable. Or we do this. I think I do this because you're down on defense, but actually guaranteeing a crit is pretty useful ahead of time. At least for the position he's filling in our party. Right. Do a heal. Oh, you know what I should do? Guarantee a crit here. Perfect. Yeah. Okay. Guard. That's obviously what we're going to do on this turn. Also, I forget whether the Magatsuhi takes over your guaranteeing a crit, although I guess it kind of takes away the point, but anyways, as a reflect. Cool. Could do Fountain of Chaos. We shouldn't do any of that though, we should do Queen's Decree. It's annoying. Could Omnipotent Success in a Yabasumi shot. I don't think I want to. Konohana, this is a bowl situation for you. You should definitely attack because you've got a crit, so let's use Gungnir. Right, Queen's Decree. Got a few crits there. Oh, I should have checked whether he had anything I wanted to do. Good Omnipotent Succession. I think I'm going to try that. Good Omnipotent Succession and Murakumo. Which might be a kill. Perfect. Exact kill. Followed by full heal. Wonderful. That's single target. Unfortunately, that's our problem. Alright, guard. 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 And guard. Hey, we got a dodge. That's all we needed. Queen's Decree. Okay. One of those. Bowl. Pass, because it's the only way of giving you a guaranteed extra turn. Murakumo. And one of those. Okay. Hopefully it gets reflected. Not that it matters too much. Didn't hit. Okay, so actually it does matter quite a lot, because if it doesn't hit reflect, then you know he gets another turn. Nice, we got our crits for free. One of those. Bowl. Go for a hit. Queen's Decree. Yeah, go for a crit. Full heal. And guarantee a crit. Cool. Ow. Okay, he's a little low on health. Guard. 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 Honestly, just hope you live, man. Best of luck to you. He lived? Ho ho. Incredible luck, Odin. Incredible luck. Okay, Konohana has now got enough to use her abilities again, so let's go for crits. Because I think 140 is just enough. If it's not, we can always do the non-buffing heal, which isn't ideal, but, you know, we can do it. Nice. It's enough. Okay. His crit is kind of wasted here, but that's okay. Queen's Decree. Followed by Murakumo. Heal. And kill. Alright. Who's next? Beelzebub. Okay. Beelzebub is dark with some lightning. So we still need and a force move. What are we weak to again? We're weak to force. Yeah. Okay. So we need a... Oh, that's a single target force move. Which he only uses when he does his... Yeah, he only needs a single target move when... he only uses that on Magatsuhi. Okay. So Dark Immunity would be great to have, because that'll take a lot. So you have a Dark Immunity and an Electric Immunity. So far I see Odin staying. Konohana may have to peace out here. She's out of MP. Or we have to give her MP. Wait, it gives you all of every item, doesn't it? Yes. Okay, so that's fine. Could be a turn to take Agrat out as well, though. We could swap Agrat for someone who's able to hit his weakness. His weakness is fire. Okay, let's swap Agrat for someone who can hit fire. Mephisto? Yeah. Right, welcome to the team. Also immune to dark. Huge benefit. Konohana. I'm going to use turn 1 for you to use Bowl. Odin, your turn 1 purpose is to use a Chakra Pot on Konohana. Nice. Let's go for one of those. Hit again. And buff. Odin. Crit. Although I guess I don't need to do crits. So that's okay. Hey, it missed. Okay. That's fine. We only have one weakness to that right now, so it's one weakness, one reflect. That's pretty good. Alright, fire. Crit. Bowl. Gungnir. Fire. Murakumo. Takuya Sakura. And I realized this last time, and I should have done this last time. I should just use so much. I should just give you full MP. I mean, it's not like it's an actual item. Why am I using like a lesser version of the item? Cool. Oh, and we block physical with Mephisto. That's nice. I forgot that. It's useful. Okay. I actually don't need to heal this turn, so Bowl is fine. I don't think I need to do crits on his turns actually right now, because I got guaranteed first move with fire. Yeah. I guess the benefit of him critting is that I don't then have to crit on this turn to move the turn order forward. I don't need to do that right now anyway, because I'm going to use your fire move. Cool. Do it. Okay, and now we have Magatsuhi. Ice, that's nothing, right? Yep. Okay, you're gathering Magatsuhi, which means you're going to use a force move. Which means I want to guard on... Wait, no, is it force or AoE dark? I can't remember. Okay, I think it's force. If I think it's force, I should do this on Konohana's turn. Because it will get absorbed anyway if it's dark. Yeah. It's force. Wonderful. Nice. What we'd love to see. Alright, crits. And now we are buffed and we're off as well. So these are going to be nicely buffed up abilities. Fire. Big hit. More fire. More big hits. More fire. Big hit. Nobody's really hurt that much. I'm going to use Bowl. And big hit. Cool. That's a lowering of stats, which we expected. It's okay. Random crit for no reason. Dark move that hits. And ice move that, again, hits. Okay. That's fine. Hit with fire. Go for the crit. Heal. Critical aura for now. Fire. You know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to guard and then use Bowl. That way I don't need to heal twice this turn. Yeah, our health just took a bit of a hit, unfortunately. Okay. That's horrible, because that means I have to guard this turn as well, but that's not the end of the world. And also, Konohana is currently Yeah, she's fine. Like, we don't need to rebuff. Okay. That's acceptable. Didn't hit the person who can reflect, which is typical, but apart from that, it's fine. Right, crits. So we're going to start with some fire. One problem Mephisto does have, which I am noticing here, is that his magic stat, although is okay, is not actually as insane as you might want it to be. But, I mean, it's okay. He's fulfilling a purpose of moving the turn order forward by 1. Nice. Fire. Murakumo. Bowl. And Gungnir. Cool. That should get absorbed. Yep, got absorbed. Not the end of the world. Fire. Crit. I think we might kill this turn. Big heal. And hit. Fire. And Miracle. Alright. I think that was the hardest of the 3 phases, probably. I don't think Abdale is going to be a problem. Okay, Abdale, you hit Fallen Destroyer, which is again a dark block. A dark or a physical. Actually, physical, it's huge. Just realized how huge Mephisto is for this fight. He's a dark physical block. Oh, perfect. Only negative is he can't hit a weakness, which is actually a pretty big negative. Do I have anyone who's a dark physical block who can hit hit a weakness, or at least move the turn order forward by 1? You're a dark block. We only have 1 physical block. Yeah, okay. So he's a little worse here. He would be better in Odin's position right now for us. Yeah, he'd be better in Odin's position. Probably. Who would be better in his position? So dark physical block. What else are you throwing out here? You're throwing out some AoE fire. So AoE fire Konohana's already covering. So we're looking to hit light or ice. Ice, Naho Biho could be hitting ice for us all the time. Resistant to physical as well. Okay, so Mephisto, you're getting changed out for the Naho Biho. Actually, we had Agra in previously, which would also be fine, yeah, would be acceptable. But let's go for Naho Biho.
Let's go.
Follow up with a crit. Bowl. Odin. Oh yeah, you're getting changed for Mephisto, as you're a double blocker. Oh, he gets a higher strength move because we swapped out Odin. That's funny. Oh yeah, this hits a random target. That's still okay. Yeah. As long as it hits Dazai once, it still works out pretty well in our favor. I want to kill Abdale or Dazai. I want to kill... Weirdly, I want to kill Dazai first this time. Yeah. Because his moves are more annoying. Hey, guess what? Your job is, Mephisto. That's right, providing MP to the more useful Konohana. Yeah, that gets absorbed. Yeah, that's the end of your turn. Looked very impressive though. Right. Nice. Murakumo. No, I wanted to use this one. Don't be stupid. Oh. I might as well use the chance of a crit and the higher damage move. Okay. Hit him. Big heal. Mephisto. Could try this, I suppose. Could also just do that. Yeah, we should try this. It lowers the defense evasion. Or, yeah, it lowers the defense accuracy by 1 rank. No matter whether it hits or not. That gets reflected. Or blocked, sorry. 3 misses. Unfortunately, Nahobiho was the one hit. Okay, pass. Yeah, thought that wouldn't work. Okay. Pull. Then we're gonna curative cattail Nahobiho. Maybe I should have cured past or something, but that's okay. I'm stupid. I didn't even read. I was just like, that'll work. Okay, you should survive though, right? Yeah. Okay. So, for some reason I was like, oh, this is a strength-based attack. That'll be fine. No, it's not going to be fine. Not at all. That's not the way that works. It's close to the way that works. It's not actually the way that works, though. It's just our other moves are either Almighty or Pierce, which is, yeah. Anyway, it's fine. Hit him. Heal. I'm going to use Stagnant Air to lower your stuff again. Oh wow, we actually applied Mirage on one of them as well. That's crazy good. I was only doing it to lower the defense and accuracy, but applying Mirage is great. Hold. Mephisto. Might as well. Oh, that gets blocked. If it hits. Yeah, that's very annoying. We need to Amrita Shower that immediately. I've just got to try Amrita Showering now. Cool. Right. Who's going to be hit by what? You're probably going to do that. So you're probably going to do a fire move. Okay, I know exactly what to do. Guard. Guard. Pass. Guard. Mephisto will tank it. Yep, Mephisto will indeed tank it. Wonderful.
Let's do it.
Twice. Wait, no, he didn't tank that one. That was Konohana. Never mind. But yes, he tanked the first one. Nice. Follow up with a crit. One of those. And then a little Stagnant Air to reapply the debuffs. Doesn't count as a miss because it applies another effect. I believe it would count as a miss if it didn't apply another effect. I might be wrong on that though. I think that's how it works. Anyway, it's fine. Hole. Do you have anything in Torrent of Chaos? That seems pretty good. Yeah, we'll just take Dazai off the board. And then, I don't know, Stagnant Air. Okay, that hit. Good. Now, you can probably be taken out Nahobiho, right? Because you can no longer hit a weakness, which makes you a lot less important to the overall strategy. So, what your weakness is light, right? Yeah. So, probably Shrosha. Yeah, probably Shrosha. That makes sense to me. Let's bring you in. And crit. Immediately heal. Giving Shrosha a buff. Stagnant Air. Hit your light move. Might as well just Murakumo here. And then Bowl. I don't really need Mephisto to have 2 turns. Okay. That's acceptable. I'm just gonna guard. Cool. You don't even need to guard though, because nothing that's done here can actually harm you, so I don't know. Oh wait, we have infinite of all of these. Why don't you just throw up an attack first? Okay.
You will know my power.
That's fine. Hit him. Crit. Heal. Reapply the debuff. Hit. Murakumo. Oh. Agatsuhi's maxed. This is going to pierce. Well, that's going to potentially hurt. Because it can't be absorbed. Oh. Never mind. I guess it must have missed somebody. I must have missed that missing. Okay. Crits. Right. Get him. Murakumo. One of those. Mephisto. Brave Blade. Light. Attack. Murakumo. And that's the end of it. Wonderful. That was a pretty good amount of XP, actually. Tao leveled up off of it. And... Great work, you're a natural at this. Feel free to stop by anytime you want to use the virtual trainer again. The battles for the 3 keys. I suspect no other branch would have ever envisioned the Japanese branch with its lack of a single representative could have obtained all the keys. Our representative was to be my sister, the proto-fiend Amaterasu. Originally, we 3 siblings were to watch over this country in our respective positions. However, I'm afraid that is no longer possible. Either way, we shouldn't expect Amaterasu's assistance in this situation.
Right.
Possession of the throne is close at hand. Let us do our utmost until the very end. We got 5 luck bomb. Cool. That's going to make critting a lot more likely, which is always nice. There we go. Big stat increase. Bunch of things want to have a word, but we're going to have to leave here to go somewhere for that. So let's go to Taito. Might as well go next to whatever we think the next thing is. Then we can have a chat with some of the party. Demon Hall. Right. Wow, everything wants to talk. Hello. Oh, woo, my wildness awakens. You got null fire. But you're already immune to fire. I mean, it's all obviously it's good to pass along, but no. My tail area is feeling a little bare. Like someone pickpocketed me. Historically, demon allies were tools and soldiers to be manipulated rather than worthy of any social regard or conversation. Demonic relationships must change with the times as new generations take hold, I suppose. Okay, cool. Fenrir? Ah, sorry about that. My mind went white for a second. I do not like this place. Alright. Should any arguments break out between your demons, allow me to handle it. As the Chancellor of Hell, I will surely be able to settle such conflicts. Abdale. So you fell from grace in the end. I suspect Mastema had a hand in how this all played out. Mastema can command demons. To manipulate an angel to such an end, it's certainly within his power.
However,
perhaps his true goal was to show Abdale and Ichiro that even profane power cannot defeat a Nahobino. Under the circumstances, their thirst for power would leave them only one choice, to become a Nahobino. Perhaps the idea was to have some insurance in the event that we failed. Okay. I was just thinking there, I've got a new plan for what we're going to do. We are going to push all the way to the end, because I'm fairly certain that there is a save, at least there was in the original route, right before the final boss. I think that would be a good point to make like a save that we could then be like, alright, we'll face the final boss either at proper level or at full level, and we'll figure it out then. That makes more sense to me. To think that I am to accompany such a youth, indeed there is no understanding fate. Oh, wow. Okay. Weird comment, but there you go. Right. We're back, and then that, I think, over there is our next thing to do. If we check our quests... Yeah, there's that. There's the Egypt quest. There's the Dagda quest. What I think we're going to do is we're going to do that quest, push toward further forward in the game, which is then going to get us more quests to do further back in the game. And then we'll see where we go from there. I think that makes the most sense. Yeah, maybe. I may also go grind. I don't know. Do we need money? I don't know if I'm going to get any time to... Probably not between this episode and the next episode, but... I don't know if I'm going to get any time to grind. I also don't know if I need to. What do I need to grind for? Huang Long is available at this level, but we have enough money, so we could make Huang Long right now. Special compend... Oh, do I need to go into it? Yeah, okay. So you make it with these things. 78. So there's nothing else at 78. It's just Huang Long. The only problem is that I'll make my demon stock be full, but I guess that's a price I'm willing to pay, especially as this one turns into this thing, which then turns into this one. So, I mean, it's kind of fine that it takes up a slot, because it's going to keep upgrading it with our level. We probably just need to fuse a couple of the lower level ones. Anyway, Huang Long. Yeah, I guess we'll make it. While in the active party, allies with Omagatoki effects will have multi-hit attacks damage increased. Perfect partner for Nahobiho. Alright. Yeah, apart from that, you're an almighty attacker. You can't crit, apart from by a Omagatoki critical. Uh-huh. I don't know what you're for. I mean, your resistances are kind of okay too, but even then, they're not actually that good. I don't know. You have no innate abilities to do anything. You'd be great as a healer, maybe? If I had any healing moves to pass along to you. You're going to be great fodder in 2 levels to turn into Nuwa. That's what you are. You're great fodder for Nuwa. In which case, if we treat you like that, then... You're a higher level. Wait, you're the same level as us, so this will do nothing. We might as well just give you things I think might be useful on Nuwa. So resist light, life spring, great life spring, restore beast eye. Done. Lore. One of the holy dragons of Chinese lore, the golden dragon appears in times of great fortune or joy. His dominion over the earth extends over the 4 gods, Qinglong, Zhuan Yu, Zhu Kui, and Baihu.
Is this demon to
Let's
your
go for it.
liking?
Cool. Right. And that's telling me I can now make Nuwa. Is resist light useful in Nuwa? Kinda. Nuwa looks kinda... Well, maybe Nuwa will be good to fuse into Nuwa. Let's look on the positive side. So, do I need to grind? No. No, I don't. I specifically don't. I'm full of my demon stock. I probably need to fuse some together so I can make some of this higher level stuff. Yeah, how far through are we in the compendium? It feels like we're not getting a... Oh, I also didn't register before I did that, but that didn't matter because I didn't fuse anything that I had that was in the party. We're 86% through. Yeah, we need to find like a way to get some of this out of the party, like Adramelech. Probably... Actually, that's probably the biggest one. Adramelech Fenrir. Yeah, well, actually, yeah, a lot of what's in the party I kind of want in the party right now. Like, a lot of it's potential endgame. Okunanushi could probably get out of the party. But, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, that's fine.
Return.
Oh yeah, I have enough to do the second level of Essence Fusion.
Welcome.
I should do that, just so I remember to do it. Not that one. Learn Miracles. Art of Essences 3?
You wish to learn this?
Yes. You know what would make Merchant's Hospitality so much better? If selling things was then worth more. I think I would like it a lot better then. The problem is reducing costs doesn't really do anything unless you're buying essences. If you're buying essences, the reducing cost is huge. If you're not buying essences, it might as well not be there. But yeah. Might do a run around at some point, probably not between this episode and the next episode. Maybe between the one after that. Also, yeah, we have this over here that I've never got to. Oh yeah, we worked out that must be something you can get to from underground. But yeah, because there's no way to get to it from anywhere else. Yeah, maybe we'll work that out next time if I remember. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.